It's FWD Champions Day at Sha Tin on Sunday. We've got the three Group 1s, the Chairman Sprint Prize, the FWD Champions Mile and the FWD QEII Cup. Unfortunately, no international horses this year. What we do have, though, is two defending champions and two of Hong Kong's rising stars.
You cannot keep a good man down. Golden 60 is back with the Chairman's Trophy. California Spangle's in front. Chiron Red Sun won't get him. And California Spangle won the Classic Cup. Blake Shin's going to get his Golden 60 redemption with an absolute brilliant ride on Russian Emperor. Romantic Warrior takes the lead and Romantic Warrior wins the Derby. Wellington, he ranged to his outside, grabbed him and won. Wellington won the Sprint Cup.
So Hong Kong's best lining up then on Sunday. I'm Andrew Jeune. Very warm welcome to our special preview show. And please say I'm joined by the racing editor here at the Jockey Club as well, in Leo Schlink. And Leo, with Golden 60 in Wellington back to defend their crowns, the stage really is set. This is a championship, but a Hong Kong championship this year. It's
fantastic, Andrew. Three Group 1s, 65 million in stake money across those three Group 1s. And as you say, two defending champions and a host of bright young talent coming through.
There's a lot to talk about, so we're going to rattle through a fair bit on today's show with specials. We're heading to see Russian Emperor soon in his stable. We'll be catching up with Alexi Bedell, Karis Teeton and Danny Jeune regarding Romantic Warrior as well. We'll start off, though, with the FWD QEII Cup. This comes up as race number 9 on the program. It's the final one of the Group 1s, as an 11-race card as well. Russian Emperor heads the list. Of course, that brilliant win in the the Gold Cup a couple of starts back and behind Golden 60 last time out. We've got Tourbillon Diamond, Columbus County's first up since December. Panfield been very disappointing this season, but clearly a Group 1 horse on his form from last year. Reliable Team might be the pace. Savvy 9, the Derby winner, Romantic Warrior. He's only been beaten once so far in his career. Cheerful days for Francis Loy and Zabrowski, the second of the Casper Fownes runners, will jump from barrier 10. He rolled forward last time out as well. He's a Group 3 winner this season already. All right, back to Leo very shortly to get his thoughts on the Cup. We'll start off, though, with Russian Emperor and check on him at home with trainer Douglas White and jockey Blake Shin.
Russian Emperor took inside runs to get ahead of the champ. Zabrowski's in front. Russian Emperor, Savvy 9, Golden 60 has plenty to do. Russian Emperor's in front with 100 metres to go. Make it 200. He's 3 lengths in front of Savvy 9. Tourbillon Diamond, Golden 60. Russian Emperor's well clear. Blake Shin's going to get his Golden 60 redemption with an absolute brilliant ride on Russian Emperor. Russian Emperor beats Savvy 9, Golden 60.
Really happy with Russian Emperor over the last week. I've been on him pretty much every morning. He's looking magnificent. He's come out of that race really well. I was on him this morning for his final turf gallop and he went with a partner. He hit the line strongly and I couldn't have asked for a better piece of work leading into the QEII Cup on the weekend. Physically, he looks amazing, and if he just maintains his form, he should be very, very competitive.
Really looking forward to riding Russian Emperor this Sunday in the QEII. He's been a wonderful horse to me. I've got a great association with him. His last run behind Golden 60 was great. His win prior to that in the Hong Kong Cup was fantastic. He's back to his ideal distance, 2,000 metres on the weekend. It's going to be a great clash where we meet Romantic Warrior, the Derby winner. I think Russian Emperor is up to the task. He's in good form. Douglas is happy with him. And let's hope we can go out a winner on Sunday in the big Group 1.
Great to get that behind-the-scenes look there, Leo, with Russian Emperor. I'm assuming a bit of a positive for Douglas, the fact he can ride the horse as well. And he's been doing a rain dance this week, hoping for some softer conditions. I don't think necessarily it would probably help him, but I don't think it necessarily defines the horse, does it, soft ground?
I don't think so. I don't think he'll get it. If he does, there is a forecast for a slight chance of rain. But look, to have Douglas White as the trainer and also to ride the horse and work, what a bonus for everyone concerned, and I think he's the horse to beat, and it's going to be fascinating to see how Romantic Warrior stacks up against him. He's clearly the best open class stayer at the moment here. At the moment, Russian Emperor, so a fascinating race.
All right, well, Romantic Warrior, possibly then his biggest rival. And what a season it's been as well, with 2 legs of the 4-year-old series. Just that 1 defeat so far. We can hear from trainer and jockey once more, Karis Teeton. And we'll start off with Danny Jeune.
Really, really strong, and happy and healthy. Gary's report is that it's better than the Derby's form. And I really agree about this. It's very happy, it's very strong, yeah. But it's a big challenge to fight with Russian Empire. Yeah. We have 21 or 22 rating behind. It's not easy, but after this race, I talked to the owner, and the owner also tell me to give him a break and wait for next season. So it's a good run. We're looking forward. I can't wait and see how you finish the race.
Of course, winning the Derby was really a fantastic time for all of us. So now we move forward. The horse has pulled up well, he's trialled well. So now we just look for the big day.
Just on that trial, obviously just a matter of process to sort of go through the motions. But then were you happy that he's come out of the Derby as fit and fighting as he can be?
Yeah, more what he's done is toughen him up, and I believe the horse has improved mentally and physically. He was always going to show us a sign of improvement. So definitely pulled up well after the Derby. You could see the trial was very professional from him. So yeah, I think he's in tip-top shape going forward.
I think he'll need to be as well, Leo. Danny touching on the difference in the ratings point there, and he's trying to do something that only 4 horses have done in the past, this Derby QEII double in the same year. So it's no easy task, is it?
It's a huge mountain to climb. This horse has been exceptional this year. What an inspired purchase through the Hong Kong International Sale, and what a great training performance by Danny Jeune to take this horse all the way through to win the BMW Hong Kong Derby, and now to be a contender at Group 1 level in his first season in Hong Kong. It's just remarkable. They're
drawn right next to each other. I'm assuming Blake will probably drop in behind, so he's going to know where his main rival is the whole way. It could just come down to a sprint to the finish. Yeah, I think luck and riding, and what an inspired ride by Blake last time. Him and Karis together, they have this opportunity, and look, for me, it's about a Romantic Warrior, how he can bridge that gap in the ratings. It's going to be a really interesting test for him. With all due respect to the rest of the runners in the field, is there anything else that you see as a danger? Is there a blowout chance there? I don't think so. Cheerful Days has been running really well, and Zach Purton going on. I think that's a key appointment there. Zabrowski, you know he's going to be tough, and he will bring it as well. So those two, I think, as fringe players. We'll stand by for Leo's selections at the end of the show. We'll move on now to the FWD Champions Mile. If the QE2 is a possible match race, this might be as well. We've got the Derby runner-up taking on the defending champion in Golden 60.
Golden 60, he's shot away at the 200-metre mark. He's 4 in front of Russian Emperor, more than this, and then Savvy 9. It's Golden 60, and you cannot keep a good man down. Golden 60 is back with the Chairman's Trophy.
Feels good, settled well. It's a Champions Mile, another Group 1. Of course, it would be great to win it.
It is California Spangle though, 100 metres to go, 2 lengths Money Catcher, Turin Red Sun's running on, California Spangle's in front, Turin Red Sun won't get him, and California Spangle won the Classic Cup.
It's an exciting part of it, of course. Probably not the perfect preparation going into a race against Golden 60, but that's where we are at the stage of his career, and we look forward to it.
As we are as well, the $20 million FWD Champions Mile lines up like this with Golden 60. That slight blip mid-season. He was back with a win last time out. He's a defending champion from Barrier 2. More than this, he ran him very close in last year's race from the inside gate. Waikuku, who beat Golden 60, of course. Healthy Happy, who might be a fly in the ointment as far as the pace is concerned. Drawn inside of California Spangle there, who'll jump from barrier number 5. That's where we'll start as well. More on Golden 60 very shortly, but let's start off with Zach Purton on the contender, California Spangle.
We're at the stage now where it's going to be good to be able to measure up against the champ and see where we're at. Obviously, the ratings tell us we're a long way out of it, and He was very good last start. He's drawn a good gate. It's a small field, so he's not going to be too far back again. But I'm looking forward to, the battle, and hopefully we can just get to the front without having to do too much work. Obviously, Healthy Happy is a little bit of an annoyance for us there in the race, especially drawn inside us. He might make us work a little bit, but Tony's pretty adamant that my horse has to lead, so we'll have to press on until we get there, and hopefully my bloke's got a good kick at the end.
He had a recent trial, Zach. Obviously, he's been on the go for a fair while, so he's a rock-hard fit horse. But just talk us through that trial. I mean, it looked very impressive again. Yeah,
he does everything right, doesn't he? It doesn't matter if it's a trial or a race. He stands in the gates good, he jumps well, he travels nice, and he gives you something at the end. He always wants to please. He did that again. Now it's time for him to go head-to-head with the big boy.
And it's exciting to see what he can do as well there. Zach, talking about the ratings, there's two sets of ratings you can look at, the international ratings or the Hong Kong ratings. The Hong Kong ratings have them further apart. Whichever way you look at it, though, this is a big ask for a horse after the season he's had as well to take on Golden 60.
Yeah, it's been remarkable what California Spangle's done this year, and went within a whisker of winning the BMW Hong Kong Derby. But that ratings gap, as you allude to, Andrew, is a huge goal for him, and I think it depends in this race on how much of an easy lead he gets. Even in fact he does get an easy lead, if he gets that, it's going to be an amazing contest over the last 400 metres.
Yeah, well, it's definitely exciting. I'm glad he's in the race as well, because it did really set it up. We've got a leader and we've got a stalker as well. And the stalker, of course, is Golden 60, and we'll talk more about him right after this. You're watching our special FWD Champions Day preview show. We're halfway through the Champions Mile. Next up is the defending champion. It's Golden 60. We know lots about him, but here's Nick Child with a different angle. We look at Golden 60 by the numbers.
Well, thank you, Andrew. Yes, Golden 60 will line up in the FWD Champions Mile this weekend. Now, we know plenty about the hometown hero, but what don't we know? Let's take a look at a few different numbers surrounding this champion of Hong Kong racing. Well, to start with, he's won 20 races, 5 of them at Group 1 level. So we know that, and we know that he's an absolute champion, this guy, and does take a little bit of beating, of course. How much prize money has he earned? Well, it is a stack of prize money, and I think many horses would have to go a long way to try and earn as much as him. How far has he run, though? He's run 35,600 metres here in Hong Kong throughout the course of his career, so he's covered a fair bit of ground. And when you break it down, it equates to $2,865 per metre that Golden 60 has earned throughout the course of his racing career. And what a career it has been as well.
Golden 60, he's shot away at the 200-metre mark. He's 4 in front of Russian Emperor. More than this, and then Savvy 9. It's Golden 60, and you cannot keep a good man down. Golden 60 is back with the Chairman's Trophy. Beat Russian Emperor.
Well, Golden 60, there's just a refresher then exactly how he goes about earning those big dollars here in Hong Kong. Let's take a look at some more stats now regarding this wonderful horse. And as you can see, 14 individual Group 1 winners have been defeated by the hometown hero. That's quite a record. Many have come and tried, and many have failed in trying to beat this wonderful horse. 33 individual group race winners he has defeated. Perhaps not at the highest level, but there have been some very talented horses amongst them. How far does he win by? Well, 2 lengths is his biggest winning margin. He's done that on a couple of occasions, and well, last time out in that Chairman's Trophy, he looked likely to win by a little bit more, but once he was eased down, it was just the 2 on the line. As far as his favourite course is concerned, well, of course it's Sha Tin, but as you can see here, it's the B+2. He's had 5 runs on the B+2 course, and yes, you guessed it, he is unbeaten in all 5 runs. And as for his barriers, well, where does he like to be drawn? It's gates 3 and 4. He's won 3 times from 3 starts there in barriers 3 and 4, and they are Golden 60's most successful starting stalls here in Hong Kong. Well, as you can see from all of that, there are some wonderful figures surrounding this wonderful horse. Can he win a second FWD Champions Mile this weekend? We'll soon find out, but he comes into the race in wonderful form, and I'm sure he'll be going a fair way to adding a bit more prize money to that already impressive tally.
Just a little bit more, taking past Beauty Generation as well as being the most or the biggest earner here in Hong Kong. Thank you for that, Nick. Interesting. The 2 lengths was quite interesting there, Leo. He hasn't gone further than that. But the interesting thing for me, speaking to Vincent this week, we've talked about where he's going to land in the run. He's been saying wherever the horse is happy, which I think we saw last time out in the Chairman's Trophy. He was happy close to the pace, and the result was devastating. It was, and the 2-length margin as being the biggest winning margin. Sometimes you feel watching Golden 60 is totally devastating, and that last win had that feel about it, and ridden closer I think really works for the horse. And for Vincent, I think that was one of the best rides on Golden 60. If he gets that kind of run again on Sunday, well, he's going to be awfully hard to beat again. Is this a straight match race? Again, with the greatest respect, California Spangle, hopefully he finds the front can dictate, and it's just a case of, you know, if Golden 60 can sprint past him? I've got a lot of respect for more than this. Horses like Waikuku, who've either beaten him or run him close before Golden 60. But for me, the 2 really promotable horses out of this race are the ones we're talking about. And if it is a match race, that's going to be fantastic. If there's another player there, I'm not surprised if it's more than this. Excellent proposals, another horse as well I've had a bit of time for, but they need to go to another level to get involved here. That was the Champions Mile. As we move on to the Chairman's Sprint Prize, Group 1, 1,200 metres here with defending champion Wellington back. Of course, we've got Sky Field as the winner of the sprint on International Day. Lucky Patch was favourite for that sprint, of course, fell. He's first up since then. Strongest, very consistent Hot King Prawn, last year's champion sprinter here in Hong Kong. Sight success, just a tick behind Wellington on their last meeting. We've got Master 8, who's one of the up-and-comers here, Computer Patch, Lucky Express and Kerpenny, who might be our early leader there. Casper Fans and Luke Ferraris, one of the outsiders, though, probably from barrier number 4. What of the defending champion, though, Wellington? Well, let's hear from his jockey, Alexi Bedell, of what it's like riding the big guy.
I would describe him as one of the best sprinters in Hong Kong at the moment. Probably the best, without any doubt. I have ridden many good horses in my career, but Wellington is certainly one of the best. His quality is related to his fantastic turn of foot. To compare a racehorse to a car, obviously, but if you have to find something in common, it must be the capacity of acceleration in a very short time. This season, basically, he's had a little problem. It's been a bit frustrating. Richard has done an amazing job in order to maintain his health and soundness. We needed a lot of patience, and now it's nice to see him back. It was very challenging to see how he could handle 1400. I knew that I had to be patient on him on that day. Even with a good draw, I was trying to make sure the horse was relaxed. I think it was on A course. I was just trying to get him out of the fence to make sure I had a clear run, to let him express and show his good turn of foot.
This is the real Wellington. He's now a dual Group 1 winner.
From a wide gate, I was very happy to settle midfield. He's been always a good jumper. After a few strides, I knew that the pace was good enough to be exactly where I was. I knew that I was going to finish up the race. At the end of the turn, I asked him a little bit, put him a little bit of pressure. He just responded in a half a second. You can feel that he's going to be strong and he's going to pass them all the straight. I know he's got that type of temperament and fighting hard through the line still.
Wellington, he ranged to his outside and won.
The horse gave me a brilliant success to win the race seasons before. We've had to wait for a long time to see him back to his best form. The horse certainly comes in the right time. His fitness is good. He's been in good form. His confidence is good. So I'm confident that we're going to fight well.
FWD Champions Day, April 24, Sha Tin.
Of course, winning last year's race was his first Group 1, but added to that, Leo, with the Queen's Silver Jubilee Cup earlier in this season. Does he deserve to be favourite? He's the one to beat, do you think? He does deserve to be the favourite, and he is the horse to beat. I think his rich vein of form is a tribute to Richard Gibson and also the way that Alexi's been riding him. And I think for me, he's clearly the horse to beat based on his most recent performances as well. And what he did last start and now at level weights, I think that makes him even harder to beat. Yeah, we'll go back to December and Wellington running in the sprint on International Day. Did get interfered with a little bit with the falls that took place there, but the favourite for the race was Lucky Patch, and he unfortunately came down. This is the first time we'll see him back at the racecourse since then. He's trained by Francis Loy.
It seems okay. After last race, we sent him to Chongfa and just training over there and give him a couple of field barrier trials. But just shame, you know, he stuck on there and supposed to have a run last time, but he can't come. I think he just missed that race. You know?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, and just on the Chongfa, obviously, it's been very difficult getting those horses back. Do you feel that's perhaps been a good thing, that the fact that you have been able to give him those extra trials and sort of bring him here in top form?
Yeah, I think so. But I think my opinion is if he have one race is better than the barrier trial. You know?
I was a bit late to the party, Leo, with Lucky Patch at the start of the season. But even given that he is a very good horse, it's still difficult coming in against race-fit rivals, I think. Yeah,
it's less than ideal, and he was flying at the start of the season until that unfortunate accident. So great job by Francis to get him back, but this is a real test for him. Just love to see him run well again and be comfortable out there again. Yeah, absolutely. As far as I think this is probably the more even of the three Group 1s on the day. I mean, Sky Fields, the Strongers, the Sight Success, Master 8s. I mean, they've all got, some claims, I think, haven't they? They do, and Casper Founds has made the point that, I guess the competitiveness of Hong Kong sprinting means it's always that. There's very rarely little between them. So this is going to be another example of that, where these horses, they're so competitive, and for me, it's like Wellington is the benchmark, and there are a lot of challenges there. Yeah, and even Hot King Prawn, last year's champion sprinter, they're very, very close as far as the ratings are concerned. As far as selections are concerned, though, Leo, which way are we looking? We'll start off with the sprint. Yeah, I'm going with Wellington. I think his form deserves him to have him there. In the mile, no surprise there. Golden 60 and Russian Emperor to continue his great form as well. Yeah, I love an upset as much as the next man, but I can't find one on the weekend, unfortunately. As far as the diary is concerned, looking forward to Sunday and further ahead as well. Of course, we've got these three Group 1s. The Chairman's Sprint Prize is first, race 6, race 8 for the Champions Mile, then race 9 is the FWD QEII Cup on the 11 race programme. And then Happy Valley, then back to Sha Tin again the following weekend. Well, thank you, Leo. Always good to have you on. It should be a great weekend. Looking forward to it. No, it's going to be a fantastic day's racing, and I can't wait. All right, great stuff. Well, that's the show. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again on Sunday from Sha Tin for FWD Champions Day.